Circumstances of mitigation are: defendant has no prior record of criminal conduct. Circumstances in aggravation are none. The defendant does qualify for punishment in the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation based on the current offense. The defendant is statutorily ineligible for a grant of felony probation except in unusual circumstances pursuant to Penal Code Section 1203E, 2, and 3. That he used a deadly weapon, to wit a firearm, upon the victim and inflicted great bodily injury, to wit death. Upon review of Court 4.413, this case will not be cited as unusual. Even if found eligible, the defendant would not be considered a suitable candidate for a grant of felony probation based on this case due to the egregious nature of the crime. The defendant shot and killed the victim and has felt that a prison sentence is the most appropriate consequence in this case and will be ordered. Pursuant to the plea agreement, it will be ordered that the defendant serve 25 years, 4 months in prison. It is noted any PC 654 issue is being waived pursuant to Rule of Court 4.412 sub B. As a result, the defendant will be sentenced as follows. As to count 2, a violation of Penal Code Section 192A, probation will be denied and the defendant will be sent to the Department of Corrections for the upper term of 11 years. That sentence to be enhanced by 10 years pursuant to Section 12022.5 of the Penal Code. Defendant will pay restitution pursuant to Penal Code Section 1202.4F, an amount to be determined by the Probation Department at the direction of the court to the family of Robert Limon for related losses. Defendant will be ordered to pay restitution, an amount to be determined by the Probation Department at the direction of the court to the restitution fund pursuant to Penal Code Section 1202.4F2 for victim compensation and government claims board reimbursement to the family of the victim. There'll be a fee in the amount of $40 pursuant to Penal Code Section 1465.8 and a fee in the amount of $30 pursuant to Government Code Section 70373. As to count 3, a violation of Penal Code Section 664/187A, probation will be denied and the defendant will be sent to the Department of Corrections for the term of 2 years, 4 months, which is 1/3 of the midterm. That sentence to be served consecutive to the sentence imposed above. There'll be a fee in the amount of $40 pursuant to Penal Code Section 1465.8 and $30 pursuant to Government Code Section 70373. As to count 4, a violation of Penal Code Section 347A1, probation will be denied and the defendant will be sent to the Department of Corrections for the term of 16 months, which is 1/3 of the midterm. That sentence to be served consecutive to the sentence imposed above. There'll be a fee of $40 pursuant to Penal Code Section 1465.8 and $30 pursuant to Government Code Section 70373. As to count 5, a violation of Penal Code Section 32, probation will be denied and the defendant will be sent to the Department of Corrections for the term of 8 months, which is 1/3 of the midterm. That sentence to be served consecutive to the sentence imposed above for a total fixed term of 25 years, 4 months. Ms. Herrera, that's at 85%, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defendant will pay a fee in the amount of $40 pursuant to Penal Code Section 1465.8 and $30 pursuant to Government Code Section 70373. There'll be a restitution fine in the amount of $300 pursuant to Penal Code Section 1202.4B. There'll be a restitution fine in the amount of $300 pursuant to Penal Code Section 1202.45. Payment of that fine is suspended subject to parole or post-release supervision revocation proceedings. Ms. Herrera, updated custody credit, please.
1,095 actual, 164 good work, for a total of 1,259.
Agree with that, Mr. Campbell?
I'll submit it, Your Honor. I don't have any information to the contrary.
Mr. Campbell, anything further at this time?
No, thank you.
Mr. Smith?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Herrera?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Defendants remanded to the Department of Corrections. We're adjourned. Thank you very much.